Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There's plenty of content to catch up on. And if you are returning old friends, you know how I feel about you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back and spending more of your precious time with me here on the channel. You guys know I love hanging out with you. And yeah, it's only my hope that you also enjoy your time here on the channel and you can hear a message or two that can help you in your real life off of the internet, friends. Now, for today's reading, as you can tell, we have a way bigger selection than normal. Today, we are going to be doing a little fortune telling experience. We are calling this fortune telling. Pick your own experience. Listen, I am encouraging you to pick two or more groups. It's totally up to you. I don't even know what's going to come through in these readings. We are going to be finding out the topic of each group together. I am going to be using my little Simpsons donuts over here to be pulling cards for each group, and that'll give us an indicator of what we're going to be talking about in that reading. Then we'll be using tarot, and then I have a bunch of oracle cards that we're going to be switching out depending on what messages come through. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. I'm also super curious if you guys are into this, if you vibe with it. Give me your thoughts, especially if you do listen to more than one group and how they end up correlating together. So we are going to go through and we are going to be asking, obviously, what the reading is going to be about, what you need to know about your current situation, and then we will be pulling advice for you. So it's basically going to be glimpses into either parts of your life or maybe it's one big theme. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. All right, friends. As always, it is a collective reading on YouTube, especially for this one. Please use your discernment. If something is confusing you or triggering you, it's probably just a sign that it's not your reading, it's not your story, and that's okay. That's bound to happen. But please remember, you can always feel free to click off. And yeah, feel free to check another group or another reading. It's totally up to you. And let's get to it, friends. We have 6 groups to choose from. Feel free to listen to them in any order. Any particular order that you want, whatever numbers call out to you or stickers call out to you. We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, group number 5, and group number 6. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number ones. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a special little reading. It's a fortune telling reading. It's basically create your own experience. You are encouraged to pick 2 or more groups and listen to those messages. So we will be finding out together what this reading is about. I will begin by pulling a little regular playing card from my little Simpsons donut deck. So the donut will be telling us what is your reading going to be about today. And then we will be moving into, messages regarding that topic. We are going to be looking into what is it that you need to know and advice on your situation as well. So, if it's not resonating, friends, feel free to pick another group. There's definitely plenty of options today. And as always, it is a collective reading on YouTube. So if something's not resonating, if it's confusing you, if you're just not feeling it, all super valid reasons to close out the reading and just know it's not your story. All right, let's begin. My group number ones. I'm going to have to keep these stickers straight today. Let's see, what is your reading going to be about? Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number ones and for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. What is today's reading going to be about? Thank you, Spirit. What is the topic of this reading today for my group number ones? What do they need to know about? Ooh, for you guys, it's about love. Okay. Love and passion. Well, let's get to it. My group number ones. We have a 5 and a 7. Those numbers could be significant to someone. Oh, I'm also seeing 5 over here as well. I'm seeing 3 5s. So changes, oh my gosh. And then I looked over and I'm seeing even more 5s in front of me. There could be some changes, some transitions. You guys could be a little defensive over some difficulties in love. Or you guys, I don't know, some of you guys could be putting your efforts into other things. Oh, I feel like some of you guys are like physically exerting yourselves, kind of. Maybe you're trying to come up with routine or you're sticking to routine. All right. Well, let's get to it. If that's kind of sounds like you, my group number ones, let's begin. Thank you, Spirit. What do my group number ones need to know, please? What do they need to know about their current situation? What's going on with them and what do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. When it comes to love, what is it that they need to know? What do my group number ones need to know? What do my group number ones need to know? So some of you could be trying to move on from a missed opportunity. You guys could be struggling with your sleep or thinking of this like late at night. Maybe you're worried that an opportunity will never come. I am feeling you guys are trying to move forward, but it does feel like there's a block here. That Eight of Wands in reverse. Maybe you blocked someone or you're feel blocked from moving forward. You're trying to. It's like something here is still calling to you is what it feels like. We have Page of Wands in reverse. So there's lots of passion here, but it's like nothing kind of came of it. There was an issue with like inconsistency or you're trying to disconnect from it. Maybe someone here wasn't in touch with their feelings. It does feel like you're purposely like trying to pull away, but at the same time, like I said, it's almost like still calling to you. So here you are, you want a new beginning, you're trying to move forward, but then we're faced with this Eight of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys could be like thinking, remembering, reminiscing, and that kind of keeps you from walking away fully. Why the Knight of Wands? Messages for my group number ones. It's like you still want something, you know? It's like you still have desire here. You still have passion, but it's also like there's a lot of but, you know? But we're just kind of having to sit back or trying to ignore it or move on from it. But I think you think about it. The moon, the Nine of Swords, like some of you guys could be having anxiety regarding this. Maybe that's why you're coming off as like being a little defensive when we pulled those initial cards. Because we have the Three of Swords. It's like something here is hidden. You may also be like suppressing how you truly feel. Why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse? You guys are, I will give it to you. Oh, my group number ones. You guys are trying. You're trying. You're showing up. You're doing the things you got to do. You're, maybe you guys are trying to focus on work or on your friendships. But low key, I think you guys come home and then this is maybe like what you think about, or it's like what's kind of occupying you. And it feels like you're trying to move forward, but at the same time, you're feeling held back. So Empress energy, you know, you guys are, I feel like you're consciously aware, like you're doing what's best for you, but at the same time, you can't help. Maybe you're kind of starting to realize like this is also part of your letting go process. Like maybe you're starting to realize things that you were hanging on to. And you guys are processing on a whole different level when it comes to relationships and what you need right now in your life versus maybe what you were getting or what you deserve versus what was actually showing up. You guys could be revisiting something. For some of you, maybe it's a way to make money or something regarding work or expansion. For others of you, it could be thinking back to relationships or a relationship specifically. There's a lot of earth sign coming through: Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. All right, my group number ones. Let's see. What advice? Advice for my group number ones, please, when it comes to how they're currently feeling and what's currently going on in their circumstances. What do they need to know? Advice, please. Messages for my group number ones. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What do they need to know? Can we get some advice? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Well, sleep is definitely coming through, because it's almost like right now it's not really time to put work into anything or extra effort. It's almost like taking a step back. Like, we know you haven't gotten what you wanted, or the thing that you want, the thing that's been on your mind. But there's something here, like either you guys like literally needing to focus on like getting better sleep or doing something about your sleep, or just taking a break from it. Because there's something here, it's almost like there's nothing that you can do at this moment other than just kind of nurture yourself. And there's also timing at play. Yeah, with time, it almost feels like the math is going to be math and more with time, friends. It's going to make more sense with time. So right now, take a deep breath with me, friends. Take a deep breath. No wonder I was all feeling kind of rushed, and I was questioning for a second. I'm like, why am I feeling a little bit with a sense of urgency? And I'm like, we all got to chill. That Four of Swords, we got to chill till further notice. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing, but for right now, it's like you got to let the universe take the wheel, Jesus take the wheel, somebody else other than you, friends. All right, why the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. Interesting. It feels like right now you're meant to be stepping back from these things that it's like you're not meant to be putting effort into certain things. Like whatever you pulled your effort away from or your focus away from or whatever isn't working out and was exposed, like whatever this tower is for you, whatever this realization was, it's like you were meant to step back from it. It's like whatever is going on there, you're meant to be over here focused on yourself. I'm getting you guys like focused on your like physical self, your, mind, body, spirit, health. So, whatever that means to you, some of you guys could be like getting active again. And then in return, that helps you sleep better. That could also be the advice that's coming through. That could be life changing. It could like help on all kinds of levels, of course. Because there's something here that's moving slower than maybe you'd want it to, but it's all in like due time. Look at this. It's time to take a rest. It's time to heal. It's time to reflect. It's time to get yourself back on track when it comes to your own well-being. All of this feeling of like what's keeping you conflicted or any past drama, it's like time to let it go. And when you allow yourself to be in this healing space, to be in this self-focused space, you're going to see how much easier that feels. And you're going to feel like things aren't going to feel so up and down. Your mood may also improve. Well, that would make sense, right? Especially for those of you that are like thinking of like changing your diet or like working out or something. Of course, that changes your mood and your outlook. And it feels like that might help some of you. Now, others of you, it doesn't even have to be that. It just still feels like you're focused on yourself and what you have going on. And maybe you're playing around with your look, or you guys are doing something different or feel different. Maybe you're changing up your routine in a way that brings more peace into your life. Yeah, because I feel like that's where you guys may currently be at right now. Then we have this King of Wands showing up. So there's something here about timing when it comes to either dating or this specific person, or someone in general, meeting the person that you're going to be open to. And it's almost like this person is someone who's like disarming. Like it's not going to be something that like comes in. It almost feels like if it came in right now, it would trigger you because it's like you have kind of a lot going on, or you have things that you need to step away from. So it's like in due time, this is coming in. So this King of Wands, I feel like things aren't done here. I feel like it's going to circle back around. And it does feel like there is some kind of getting together, some kind of reunion that we make happen. This is also someone who's allowing like the passage of time. What in the novel? Passage of time. What in the biblical? They're allowing the passage of time to pass. Sorry, guys. Um, Meaning they're not really putting the effort in right now either. So it just feels like things aren't done here. If it's a specific person, especially, it feels like it's not done. And if it's dating, it feels like you just have, now may not be the best time, and it's only a matter of time before you're back out there and you're having fun and you're connecting and having these magical experiences, right? Magical meaning they kind of remind you of what it's like to have fun and connect with people and flirt, or, be out there. And then for others of you, it feels like, again, if it's a specific person, it feels like it's coming back around. You guys have been through a lot, or it's been a journey, but it's not over yet. There's a lot of passion happening here, but it requires you to surrender and kind of let go. And I think that that's the part that maybe has been triggering for some of you. But that's where we're at, my group number ones. I'm curious to see if you guys pick other groups, how the messages correlate, or if they do. So let's close this out with a little oracle card situation. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get you guys some more messages. Messages for my group number ones, please. We have the Priest. Maybe that's how you feel right now, that you're all being all proper, all dedicating yourself to some scripture. Oh, maybe I did say biblical. Maybe you guys are reading something. Maybe you guys are reading. Maybe it's like book club era. It really is though, right? We have the Lover, the Old Lady, the Conversation, and Happiness of the Heart. You guys could be, maybe some of you are spending time with someone that's older than you and sharing some kind of wisdom. Maybe you guys are reading something, an old story, or you're learning some kind of tradition from the past. You guys could be having an important, like, heart to heart conversation that isn't necessarily with this person or with someone that you're like romantically involved with. Like, this could come from someone else that has like knowledge to share. Maybe some of you guys are even going to be ending up having a random conversation with a stranger, and it ends up being one of those conversations that just stays with you and it's like meaningful. More than likely it has to do with love, or it gives you like a perception of love or some kind of example of it that kind of leaves some kind of imprint. This could be something that brings you peace, but either way, I feel like this is where you guys are heading. This is also a number 5. So we have number 13, 12, 2, 1, and 5. And you guys also had the 5 right here. All right, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. You'll have to let me know if you join me in another group, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you pick the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today's reading is a little bit different. We do have a fortune telling reading, which is like a create your own experience. You are encouraged to choose 2 or more groups. You'll have to let me know how, if they correlate or how it works out for you. But yeah, we are about to find out together what this reading is about. We are going to start with our little Simpsons donuts over here, and we will be pulling some cards, and that'll give us an indicator of what the topic will be. Then we will be looking into, what's currently going on in that situation in your life and what you need to know about it. And we'll be pulling some advice for you. And let me see, we'll be pulling some oracle cards or some dice or some charms, depending on what comes through. We'll decide as we go. And, as always, I'm going to remind you it's a collective reading on YouTube, friends. So if something is not resonating, if you're not vibing with it, if, anything, it's confusing you, that's just a sign that it's probably not your reading. We do have a lot of groups today, so feel free to choose another group or another reading or, do what you got to do. All right. My group number twos, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. My group number twos, please. What is this reading going to be about? What is the topic of this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, shit, that was fast. Okay, so this has to do with you guys might have a new idea, or maybe you guys came to some kind of recent realization. This feels like for some of you guys, you're feeling very overwhelmed. You want a new beginning. You feel ready for it, but you're currently feeling very burdened. This could have been a situation that you've been thinking about a lot or you've been confused about. I just felt 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. So some kind of clarity. I feel like you guys are in need of a new beginning. It's like time, is what I just heard. All right, so you have 2 aces, so definitely new beginnings. You're ready for something new. Maybe it's already here, but you're feeling a challenge that comes with it. You guys could be carrying a lot of responsibility or just feeling very burdened right now. Number 10. All right, let's get to it. My group number twos. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number twos. My group number twos, please. What is going on with them in this situation? Messages for my group number twos. What do they need to know about their current situation and current circumstances? What's going on with them? Thank you, Spirit. What do they need to know about their current situation and current circumstances and what's going on? What do they need to know? Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos, please. Thank you, Spirit. You guys could be feeling like you've been at a standstill. I keep seeing that hangman. Maybe you're waiting for something to change. Messages for my group number twos, please. What do they need to know about what's currently going on in their current circumstances? What do they need to know about what's going on? So we have the Hermit in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are definitely like in a place of like indecision. And maybe you've been like this for a while, right? Because it feels like you want something to change, but you're not really sure what that is, or you're not sure if there is growth in that direction. So I do want to tell you guys that for some of you, the direction that you're thinking of returning back to, if you're thinking of going back to something, it feels like that's not necessarily better than where you're currently at. So that's not for everyone. That's just for some of you. So that could be to like an old job or an old relationship or an old friendship. Something here that there was no growth, and some of you may be thinking that that's a viable option for you, because something about it might still feel like it's enticing, or it feels like you're still things aren't done there. It could be pulling at your heartstrings. All right, why the 9 of Cups? Yeah, it feels like your heart is set in this specific direction. But if it is, just know that there needs to be some kind of adjustment made because that page is in reverse. That Page of Pentacles is in reverse. It does feel like your heart is calling you to it. If it's a job, this would have to be negotiation perhaps, or having a clear path or a clear plan as to what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing it. Now, for others of you, this is someone who you feel a soul connection with. And it could be that you feel friend zoned or things here. It's hard to get to know them, or it's hard to kind of expand. It's hard to move this past a certain point. But it does feel that you're at a place right now where you're maybe feeling better about things, or you're feeling better than you were. Like now, maybe you're feeling more hopeful. You're kind of seeing that you do have options. Why the Two of Swords, please? Messages for my group number twos. What do they need to know about their current situation? So taking action, you're unsure, you want to take action, but you're not sure exactly what to do. So you're trying to figure it out right now. So there are some mistakes, or there are some things that now you've realized, I definitely don't want that, or I don't want that again, or, I'm not willing to get into a situation that repeats that toxic cycle. Okay, so it seems like you guys are pretty close to moving in a direction that makes sense to you. Why the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Strength card? So be careful that your ego doesn't get in the way of this, or someone's ego could be getting in the way, where it's like they don't want to come off as looking like they didn't succeed, or they don't want to look like they can't commit to something, or they don't apply themselves. I don't know. There's something here where someone might have an issue with that. And this is definitely energy that doesn't apply itself, and it like doesn't lead to success, or because it fears that it's going to fail, it doesn't go for something. And that's stemming from the ego of holding back. So it might be you or someone that you're dealing with if we're talking about another person. But it's like that's where someone's heart, it's like that's the direction it's in. With that Nine of Cups, that Queen of Cups, it's like your heart is leading you. Maybe you're making an emotional like based decision because that's what feels better. You did have that Ace of Cups at the beginning when we pulled what this is about. So you're just trying to get to a point where you feel good. Yeah, and it's like you guys are maybe following your intuition. Maybe that's what the issue is, that your intuition is telling you to do something that does require risk, or it does require you apply yourself. And that's maybe where the struggle has been for some of you. Because it feels like when this happens, that's like almost like what is that? A trigger reaction? Yeah, right? Like a knee jerk reaction, kind of like it's just what you do. And it's almost like that's an idea or something that we fixate on, or someone's really fixated on something here. But your intuition might be guiding you there anyway. If so, just know that it's just things for you to work through. Like you guys might be overthinking it, and it's just meant to kind of really encourage you. It's like you either go for it or you don't, right? And eventually I think you will, or eventually I think you will shift directions or figure out what it is that you want to do. Why? Because I feel like your heart is guiding you. Your heart is guiding you in that direction. All right. Why the Two of Swords with the Knight of Swords? Maybe you're afraid to do the wrong thing. You're afraid, you're confused, or you feel stuck. It's probably from like overthinking. So your heart is going to guide you through this. It's not going to be, so your head's not going to give you the answer. It's going to be your heart is what I feel like. Only follow that if that makes sense, you guys. um, because it feels like your head is confused or your head there's a lot going on up there. I'm like up there. And your heart's all quietly whispering, "Come this way." All right, let's see what else. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Oh, it's like not being in touch with your emotions or by someone not being in touch with how they feel. It's just keeping things open-ended. World in reverse times two. Look at that. And then the Four of Cups, we're ignoring how we feel. So the longer you do that, the longer you're going to sit in confusion. Yeah, you guys, the longer you do that. Um, so for some of you, there's a window of time or there's an opportunity here that don't miss out on it because your mind is overpowering what your heart is guiding you to do. I don't know. I get it. We got to be like, what is it? A balance of logic and heart? Please let me know if you've mastered that. We'd love to hear from you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Let's get you guys some advice. Thank you, Spirit. And let's see what you guys need to know and some advice. What do my group number twos need to know about their situation and what's some advice for them? Advice for my group number twos. What do they need to know and some advice, please? Messages for my group number twos. Messages for my group number twos. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. Messages for my group number twos. Advice, please. Oh, look. Oh, I said, oh, look. Sorry, guys. What I mean is, oh, shit, look. The Tower and the Death card. I don't know. Something's going to unexpectedly be changing, or this is saying your indecision is also a decision for some of you. You're not making a decision is a decision. All right, we have Justice. Look at, oh my gosh, we had three majors. So 3 out of 5 cards are majors. So I kind of feel like it's almost like I'm not saying like you're being encouraged, but it's like whatever you're being guided to do, it feels like some of you are being guided to make a move. And it's like if you do, it's going to bring like an ending to things. This is like life changing, right? It changes up how you live every day or how you interact or something or about the specific situation. It changes it around and it brings more balance to it. It also like brings you back together with either the right people or the right collaborators, or it brings you back into action. It might reconnect you with someone or with certain people. It just feels like there's something here that could really change everything. But that Two of Wands in reverse tells me, like I said earlier, I believe, didn't I say that for some of you there's like a window of time? So there could be that could be talking about that. All right. Why the Two of Wands in reverse? Messages for my group number twos. So maybe neither one of you is making a move if it's involving another person. And there is some unexpected like event, or there's something that affected you guys, or, again, we're talking about big events that can change everything. Why the Death card? Advice for my group number twos. This feels like it's correcting something from the past. or this feels like moving past something that happened in the past. And it almost feels like there was a waste of energy or time or resources, or and something is shifting with that. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it's involving other people or what you're like aligning yourself with. And maybe you're aligning yourself with people or things that are just kind of draining you. Maybe for some of you, these people are literally like energetically draining you. And it's time to bring balance of that. For some of you, this could even be people that you've like known since childhood. Um, maybe that's what intuitively you guys have been feeling. I don't know. This energy in the advice part of your reading, it feels kind of different. But hopefully it makes sense to you guys. But this does feel like there's a need here to revisit something in order to like correct it, or in order to bring balance to it, in order to bring an ending to it. Because we've just been kind of wasting, like I said, resources, time, money, or energy. It's been maybe even draining you. And this 10 of Wands with this, did you guys have the 10 of Wands? You did. Look, here it is again. It's time to start new. For some of you, it's maybe there's a relationship that there's something here to deal with when it comes to it. Maybe for some of you, it's family or how you view partnerships or friendships. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but this is really interesting. That 10 of Wands, you're carrying the burden here. Maybe it's work for others of you. Oh, wow. And then 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is some big energy, friends. This feels like there's some drama here or conflict. For some of you guys, maybe it's like jealousy or depression. If it's not that, I don't know. It feels like you guys have people around you, perhaps, that maybe this is the energy that they hold towards you, and you may not even realize it, or you may not realize that certain things or people aren't for you anymore. Maybe this has been something that's kind of been with you for a long time, something you were conditioned to from the past, and it's time to kind of see it. I feel like you guys already kind of, this shouldn't sound completely unfamiliar to you if this is your reading, by the way, because it feels like you guys already know this. So just know that whatever this is, it does feel like it's karmic, and it does feel like it's that heavy burden. It's keeping you out of your abundance. It might even be keeping you like out of your stability or feeling like stable, or could be keeping you out of your bag. All right. My group number twos. Shit. What in that? I feel like we just went on a roller coaster ride. You guys will have to let me know if that made sense. Oh, Lord. She talks to herself all the damn time. Let's see. What oracle cards should we pull? Let's pull these, actually. This is a new deck. It's the first time I use it on the channel. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. All right. We have, you got Moonflower. Bloom even if no one is watching. Oh, I love that. You guys are having a lot of inner growth. That's all that that High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, your heart is leading you in a certain direction. Your intuition's trying to guide you. Now we have Blue Moon. You are ready. Make your masterpiece. So a lot of you are ready for this, whatever this is. It almost feels like it's time for you. It almost feels like it's time for a emotional renewal for you. Then we have Diana. Be one with nature. So a lot of you guys are getting back in touch with your intuition, with the natural cycles of things, of life, perhaps as well. We have two references to the moon. So you guys, yeah, you guys could be flowing more with like the natural rhythm of life is what I'm getting. Listen, she's just over here reading her little cards, okay? Thank you so much for joining me, my group number twos. You'll have to let me know if you join me in another reading. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you pick the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. So today's reading is a little bit different than our normal pick a card. Today, we are having a fortune telling day where you get to pick your own experience. You are encouraged to pick two or more groups. There are plenty of options to pick from. So, yeah, we are going to be finding out together what this reading topic is about. We're going to be using my little The Simpsons donut deck over here. And once we figure out the topic, then we'll move into your reading. We'll be seeing what's currently going on and what you need to know about your situation, and we'll be pulling some advice for you. So, friends, please keep in mind it's a collective reading on YouTube. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. If something is confusing or you're just not making sense or not really digging the reading, those are all super valid reasons to just click off of it because it's probably not your story. All right, my group number threes. Let's begin. Let's see what your reading is going to be about today. We'll get a vibe on what the topic is. All right, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number threes. My group number threes, please. What is this reading going to be about today for them? Oh shit! Did you guys see that? That was so forceful. Group number threes. Listen. Oh shit. We have the King of Diamonds. So the King of Pentacles, so money, work, or someone stable. And then we have the Nine of Cups, so wishes. For some of you guys, this could be a wish of finding a King of Pentacles or being a King of Pentacles yourself. Someone who's very loyal, very committed, very stable, money on lock, the things, the responsibilities, maybe the business is flowing, whatever that is. So this could be about someone, or that could be about you becoming that someone. Okay, Miss Aaliyah, are you that somebody? So number 9 could be important. I'm also feeling, even this is the King of Pentacles, I am feeling King of Wands. This could be an entrepreneur, either someone you're attracted to, or again, maybe this is you, someone who makes ideas or makes money based off of their ideas, perhaps, or is very passionate about the way that they make their money. I feel like this is someone who a lot of people know, and even if they're not like popular out like in the wild or in the world, within their work or their job, I feel like there's someone that a lot of people come to or a lot of people know. All right. We're gonna put that right there. Those cards, it's funny how those cards, anytime I use them, I don't use them regularly, and when I do, they suck me in because I start channeling. All right, friends, let's get to it. My group number threes. Thank you, Spirit. What is going on with them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. What do they need to know about their current situation? Messages for my group number threes. Thank you, Spirit. What is going on with them? What do they need to know about their current situation? What do my group number threes need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. Messages for my group number threes, please. What's going on with them? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Damn. Well, that Hierophant and that King of Pentacles, they go hand in hand. In my opinion, that shows some like strong dedication. So for some of you, we are definitely going to talk about this as if it's work or if it's a person, because it definitely feels like it could be either. So if it's a person, this feels like it's someone who takes their duties or their responsibilities or what they have going on. They take them very seriously. And right now, there might be a lot about what's going on with them that you don't know. Um, Meaning there's a lot of like hidden things here with this moon card. There's also a lot of fear of failure or of lack of reciprocity. And because of that, there could be a feeling of avoidance at times if it's involving someone else. Now, if this is talking about you, this feels like you are showing up. So, regardless of who it is, let me backtrack up just for a second. If it's about you or someone else, regardless of who this is, you're showing up as like, you're like, this is my duty, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is my responsibility, this is what I'm committed to. Someone here, maybe both of you, it's like taking responsibility is very serious, even if that means at times we're over giving to those things. And if that is the case, like someone's responsibilities here or what they're committed to or something else that they need to be doing, that's taking precedence. So even if that means not being in a relationship, or even if that means not being aligned with what is to our benefit at this moment in time, or even what's for us or what feels right for us, it feels like that's kind of where the avoidance is. Like, I can't right now, I have to do this other stuff. We have Pisces and Scorpio and Taurus coming through. So yeah, someone here is showing up for what they need to be doing, even though it's not, it's like we can put as much effort as we want into it, but it's not like, it's not the best approach. It's not really working. Why the Six of Pentacles in reverse? It's like strong message keeps coming through about not taking an opportunity or not being able to. No new beginnings here because there's some kind of repetitive pattern. Someone here is very fearful. Someone here is very fearful of stepping away from maybe what they deem is their role or responsibility. This kind of makes me feel that Hierophant, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Devil at some point, because it feels like there's some self-sabotage going on from someone. It's almost like they're blinded by their role or their title, and they're just pouring into this, even if it's not giving back to them, even if the pay isn't enough, or even if no one else is supporting them in the way that they're showing up. It feels like they're really kind of wrapped up in this energy. Now, this is something that this person or someone here kind of ignores, and this is a repeating pattern where they kind of let fear take over. Fear of change, or fear of breaking away or doing different. And someone here kind of ignores relationships or ignores the fact that things could be better if we just did something different. There's a lot of maybe even sweeping under the rug or ignoring certain lessons that can be learned. Someone here could be like in a karmic situation that they need to break away from in some way, whatever that lesson is. It doesn't have to be with you, or it's something that's affecting the energy though. Why the Five of Swords in reverse? What do my group number 3s need to know about this situation? And why the Tower? So someone here can create change, but they are ignoring that and they're taking a break. Either that, or maybe something big happened in this situation and now we're just on a break. We're ignoring things. We're not moving forward. We're just sitting in the dark. This could be something that happened that triggered someone into retreating. Moon, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We're doing it again. We're holding it all in. We're suppressing how we really feel. We're just powering through. I'm ignoring everything else, right? I'm being very surface level right now at this point in my life. Someone is. I'm just down to have fun, down to ride, yeah, this is someone who wants to appear kind of carefree, or maybe that's kind of the essence that they're trying to do or trying to portray. Someone here could be younger, or maybe there's kids involved, but even if there is, it would just be kind of an excuse, because it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's kind of a big enough reason. I mean, maybe it could be, but if it is, then this is kind of a testament to this person and boundaries that they need to have in their life, or how they're choosing to run things. So it feels, I'm going to be honest with you guys, Two of Wands, it feels a little dysfunctional. Yeah, someone could have kids, someone could have 2 kids. But because of that, if that's true, this person kind of closes themselves off, or I don't know, they kind of use that as the thing that keeps them from other things. But in reality, it's that this person doesn't know how to bring balance to their life. So someone here is like pouring, they're trying to pour into a cup, but the cup has a hole in it, it's not going to fill and it's not going to grow. So right now we're on a break is what it feels like. And there's just suppression central, suppressing the feelings, suppressing the truth. There's looking at the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. I don't even know what in the. All right, well, let's see what else comes through. There's all the signs were showing up for real on that one. That was intense, guys. What in the. Let's get some advice for you. Hopefully that made sense, my group number threes. Thank you, Spirit. What advice? What do my group number threes need to know? Advice, please. What do they need to know? Let's shine a light on your situation. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. Can we get some advice, please? And what do they need to know about their current situation? What do they need to know, please? Messages for my group number threes. Thank you, Spirit. Advice, please. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice? And what do they need to know? King of Pentacles coming through again. Three of Cups in reverse. Someone's focused on their money or their responsibilities. Again, we're choosing money or other things, and that's where the focus is right now. Now, maybe this is also you, like, not really going out. Someone here is walking away from things or walking away from people. Okay, so it feels like someone here is trying to get their shit together. And there's certain things that they're choosing to no longer be engaged with. They're disengaging from situations that were unfair or unbalanced and choosing to just focus on themselves. Four of Swords. Someone's taking a much needed break. So this, if it's you, it feels like you're doing the right thing. You're focused on the right things. You may not see it right now, but you will in hindsight. Someone's trying to get their mind right, is what I just heard. And in order to do that, a break was needed. It's almost like, thank you, God, is what I'm hearing. Like, I needed this, and maybe you're not realizing that. We have the Four of Wands and we have the Emperor. Wow. Yeah. Someone here is very focused on leveling up. Someone here could be focused on like moving or buying a home or, I don't know. Their main focus is building some kind of stability. Why the Knight of Swords in reverse? Someone here it's all about their money. So you guys could be getting a new job, or someone got a new job, or someone's definitely focused on like stacking up their pentacles. Why the Eight of Cups? Wheel of Fortune. Why the Justice in reverse? So someone had to walk away in order to change the circumstances, or the timing called for it. It's like it was time. And right now it's like, because of this break, because we've walked away, we're able to kind of not only get a rest, but also, like, again, it's like someone here is figuring out like things, and they couldn't do that while still being involved in a situation. We're also like getting over it. So you guys could have a choice at a new beginning. I definitely think that you are choosing some kind of new beginning, or someone is, and they couldn't do that from the same mental space that they were at before. So hopefully this helps kind of like bring confirmation to you guys that whatever you're on a break from, whatever you walked away from, or it was needed. Someone here could have needed this to figure out how they feel as well. And it's been a long time coming. You guys haven't liked how long it's taken. but someone moves very slowly because they're afraid. Someone here has been manipulated in the past. So this is for those of you that you're dealing with a person, or maybe even you were manipulated in the past, and that's why now you move so slowly. But someone's going to choose their happiness. They have to be truthful first. And there's something about that truth that hurts because it means either stepping back from their commitments or a tradition or something that they were really highly expecting of themselves or a situation. It's like we're breaking away from it in some way. So it feels like with time, your situation is, I almost feel like it's going to resolve itself. And you're going to have hindsight, my friends. Ain't that the truth, huh? All right, my group number 3s. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Let's see what else we can add to your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. Messages for my group number 3s. What else do they need to know about their situation? Oh, shit. That was like, wait, that was too many. Not me telling Spirit, oh, shit. Listen, we have our own little thing going on all the time. Let's get you guys some of these oracle cards. I'm working with so many decks today. I have them all lined up right off camera. Messages for my group number 3s. Have faith, go with the flow. Someone has things to close out from the past, things that kept them fearful. All right, we have faith, flow, go. Someone's gaining the confidence. Someone's very fearful, but they're determined. They're going to come up on top. So you guys are going to overcome. I'm also feeling like success should be out here, but there's something from the past that's holding someone back and they have to work through it. So have faith and go with the flow. We have soldier, so wounded. Someone here has been through a lot. Someone's also a warrior. We have desperately jealous, number 8. And we have comforting surprise, number 6. So desperately jealous. Maybe people are jealous of you, or this person has a lot of people in their life that could be jealous. Maybe, I don't know, the thought of someone walking away. Maybe someone's triggered. I don't know. We'll just leave that there. You'll know if that pertains to you. Then we have number 6, comforting surprise. So you might get some kind of surprise soon in the form of some kind of bonus. Maybe you have a refund coming in, some kind of money. All right. Or whatever brings you comfort. If it's not money, may it be whatever brings you comfort. Listen, my group number 3s, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. You'll have to let me know if you listen to any of the other ones and how they all kind of correlate. And if they do, please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 4s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading. That felt really strange to say group number 4. But welcome to your fortune telling reading, where you get to create your own experience. You are encouraged to pick 2 or more groups if you feel so called to it, of course. Friends, today we are going to be finding out together what the topic of your reading is. I will be using my little Simpsons donuts over here to figure out what we're going to be talking about. And then, yeah, we'll be going through. We'll be seeing what's going on in your situation and what you need to know about it. And we'll be pulling some advice for you. So let's begin. But before we begin, I got to remind you guys, it's a collective reading on YouTube. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. If it sounds confusing or triggering, or you're just not really making sense of it, that's just a sign that it's probably not your story, friends. But I love you for trying. But feel free to check another group. There's plenty of them today. And let's begin. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for the collective. And my group number 4s. My group number 4s, please, Spirit. What are we going to be talking about today? What is the topic of this reading? What is my group number 4 is going to be needing to hear about today? Thank you, Spirit. What is the topic of this reading? What are we going to be talking about? All right, so we have a King of Wands showing up. So this could be you, or this could be someone that is in your life. And we have a 6 of Wands. So someone likes a lot of attention. Someone wants to be successful. Some of you guys could be very creative and wanting success based off of your passions. You could be creators or just, badass bosses, influencers of some sort. someone that draws a lot of people in. I am getting someone that does get a lot of attention. So apply this energy if it's someone that you're dealing with as well. This would be someone, I am getting someone who's into sports or into maybe like a little competitive. This is someone definitely who triggers other people, jealousy from others. Now, not saying that the whole world is hateful and jealous, but this is someone that triggers other people, especially people that have similarities to them. So if there's a certain industry or a certain, maybe even their age or I don't know, something like that, right? If they're similar in some way, this person kind of invokes jealousy or competitiveness in others. They can't help it. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, doesn't have to be. Someone here could really like the colors black, white, or red. I am getting like black, silver, or white car. Okay, let's continue. There's a lot of passion coming from that person. What? Those little cards be sucking me in. I don't use them often, but when I do, of course, they're donuts. All right, let's continue. My group number 4 is, let's see, what do you need to know about your situation? What's going on and what do you need to know? Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages. What's going on with my group number 4s in their situation and what do they need to know about it? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 4s. What do they need to know, please, about their current situation? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in their current situation and what do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What can you tell us? What can we know about their current situation that's coming through? One more. All right. Messages for my group number 4s. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse. So we're taking a break. Maybe it feels like we're taking some kind of break and we're just flying solo right now or being single. You guys could just be focused on yourselves. You're avoiding drama. You're avoiding some kind of new beginnings after something that happened, after a tower moment. You guys are saying no to love right now is what it feels like. Or maybe you're just kind of allowing time to pass, or it doesn't feel like that's where your main focus is. Maybe that King of Wands is someone that you were dealing with for some of you. Why the 9 of Pentacles? We have the Page of Swords. I do feel like you guys have people watching you, especially if you're active on social media. You guys may not even realize that. I feel like you guys are vibing on your own. You guys could be reading right now or trying to listen to self-help stuff, or maybe that's why you're here, right? With that Page of Swords and that 9 of Pentacles, it makes me feel like we're listening or we're curious, or other people are listening or are curious about us, so vice versa if it needs to be. Someone here, it feels like they're mending their heart. I don't normally get that with the King of Cups, but it kind of feels like it's downtime right now. Why the Hermit energy? I am getting communication coming in, or I'm getting something about online, but it's like you're keeping to yourself. So it almost makes me feel like even if you are talking to people, you're being very private or very reserved, or you're like, I'm not leaving my house. You're still kind of keeping to yourself. Why the Tower, please? The 3 of Pentacles, one more. Why the Tower with the 3 of Pentacles? There's a situation here that had you worried or stressed out, or I can't tell if it's work or people that you work with. There could have been some kind of revelation or something. Someone could have told you something. I'm seeing them having a conversation and they gave you information that made you kind of isolate. That could be what you're healing through. So I am going to say that if you did receive information, I don't think you got the full story, or I don't know. I don't know what it was. It kind of feels like whatever it was, though, it was triggering. And there's a lot more to know about it, but it's like that's kind of where it was left. Now, it does feel like you're still trying to work your way through whatever this tower moment was, because it feels like it's been difficult to kind of let it go. And maybe that's why you're kind of keeping to yourself. Maybe that's why I'm kind of getting the vibes of mending the heart. It does feel like you're under some kind of stress, you're avoiding drama, but you're still kind of carrying this. What else, please? Messages from my group number 4s. What do they need to know about their situation? What's currently going on? What do they need to know? So you guys could just be focused on your work just to kind of get your mind off of this or what doesn't feel good. Or someone that you're dealing with could be doing that. They're kind of maybe just investing in the things that they enjoy, but they're kind of closing off to love, or they're not really putting in the effort. Someone here is kind of like distracting. It's very slow moving energy. It feels like we're going to have a chance to, okay, two things. We're either going to have a chance to reconnect if that's what you want and if you're open to it, but it's going to take time, or you're slowly moving past this and you're slowly getting over it. It is going to take time, but it is happening. So everything's moving in the right direction is also what I'm getting about your situation. It feels like you're going with the flow, which is all you can do. So even if it feels like things aren't moving or growing, or expanding, it's like you're still going in the right direction. So if right now you're investing into something, you're putting your focus on work, it's like trusting that it is going to lead to something, even if you can't see it right in this moment. All right, let's see what else. Let's continue. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 4s. Let's get some advice for you. If that sounds like you in your situation, hang in there, friends. Let's get some advice for you. I feel like your circumstances are changing, and it might be changing at the speed of, I don't know, snail pace, but they are. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 4s, please. Messages for my group number 4s. Can we get some advice for them, please? Advice for my group number 4s. Advice for my group number 4s. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice? Advice, please. Advice for my group number 4s. What do they need to know? Can we get some advice, please? Advice for my group number 4s. What do they need to know? Can we get some advice, please? I keep hearing in my head like A Tribe Called Quest. I don't know the name of the song, but I hear the beat in my head. I don't know if that's someone's been listening to that or is going to listen to A Tribe Called Quest song and think of this reading. All right, thank you, Spirit. Advice, please, for my group number 4s. Advice for my group number 4s. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice? So, whatever is going on here, the way that it's like emotionally affecting you or someone, it's like their reaction is to be defensive or like go defensive. And it's like maybe that's how you're feeling, because right now it's hard to be optimistic. It's maybe hard to like feel like happy or excited. And it's okay, because it's kind of part of the process, and they want to assure you like you're not always going to feel like this about this situation or about things in general. But the way that you're currently viewing things, it's because you're overwhelmed or you're overburdened, or it's like been a lot for you to carry. It's been a burden here. but it's time to release it. You are releasing some kind of heartbreak, or it's been very hard for someone to release it, and they are. But it's almost like forced us to grow up emotionally in ways that we didn't realize we had to. Now, whether that's you or someone else, I was going to say this earlier when I was shuffling and I didn't, but for some of you, you're going to see progress in the next 3 months. So there's something here that's coming up for you within a 3. Why the Tower in reverse, please? Someone's avoidant here in kind of letting go or making a decision. Why the 7 of Wands? That King of Pentacles keeps coming up, I feel like. Why the 10 of Wands? So advice is to remain optimistic, because even if right now it doesn't feel like things are flowing, they are, and everything is as it should be. So even in the areas or with the people or the circumstances or the situations or whatever you're doing, like whatever it is that you're having a hard time remaining optimistic about, it's just because you're not really seeing the bigger picture. This happens all the time in life, right, friends? But it feels like someone here is either putting in the effort to return, or someone here is very defensive about the fact that they haven't moved on. So that's 2 separate messages. So whatever makes sense to you. But it's like, I definitely feel like someone is putting in some kind of effort. And there's been some burden here that's been felt. You could, if this is involving another person, it's like you could feel that they feel it too, or there's this pressure building. But I feel like whatever this is talking about, you're going to be healing from it. And you are going to be letting go of this feeling that you might be currently in. What else, please? Temperance, so being triggered to heal. And Page of Swords. It feels like you guys are going to be getting a message that brings healing and that brings some kind of good news. You either get some kind of news that makes you very happy, or a reason to celebrate, or maybe some of you worked your way up to something and this is what makes you feel better. It's like your efforts and everything that you've been through and what you're doing. It's like, even if there's doubt now, there is relief coming. It's just not coming in the way that you wanted it to, or you stressed out about it, you worried about it, and then you're going to realize like, oh, everything was okay, or everything was going to be okay, or it turned out okay anyway. I see a lot of relief coming your way, group number 4s. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. What should we use? I have no idea what the fuck that was talking about, so let's just use the 90s oracle. You guys will have to let me know if these make sense. I'm just on one. I got this idea and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. And so I just went for it. You guys will have to let me know if you like this reading. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 4s, please. We have salty AF. Someone could be feeling salty right now over the current state of things. Someone could also like musubis. Again, Hawaii is coming through. Oh, I love me a good spam musubi. We have ding dongs. You could be tired of someone being a ding dong, but also that makes me think of King Dingaling. So King of Wands, King of Pentacles. We have ho ho hos. What in the hostess? Someone's trying to be the hostess with the mostess is what I'm kind of getting. Someone could be an earth sign. Someone's all twerking in your room. We have fun dip it, taste it, and wow. Scrumptious. Someone here could be treating themselves. Little treats. Why not? We need them sometimes. All right, let's use these. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 4s, please. What else did I need to know? Messages for my group number 4s. Comfort, growth, cleanse. Oh, I didn't even realize that I did that. We'll take that. It fits. Oh, I love these, you guys. Trust that you are going to have growth in the situation. Use this time to cleanse, get rid of things. Maybe it's even like physical things at home. Trust your intuition. Your intuition's trying to guide you. All right. I foresee healing in your future, my group number fours. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. If you guys happen to listen to more than one group, you'll have to let me know how it goes. Yeah, please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number fives. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. It feels so weird to say number five, but here we are, friends. Today we have a different reading lined up than our usual pick a card reading. Today we are doing a little fortune telling reading where you get to pick your own experience. I am encouraging you to pick 2 or more groups if you feel so inclined. Yeah, and we'll see how your messages come together. Please remember, this is a collective reading on YouTube, so only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. If something is confusing or it's not making sense or you're not really digging the reading, those are all valid reasons for you to just X out. But bless your heart for trying. I love it that you're here listening. Let's see, my group number fives. We are going to be finding out the topic of this reading together. We are going to be using my little Simpsons donut deck over here to guide us and tell us what this reading is going to be pertaining to. And then we will be moving in and getting messages for you. We're going to be seeing what's going on in your situation and what you need to know about it. And then we'll also be pulling some advice for you. All right, let's begin my little Furby group. And let's see what your reading is going to be about today. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number fives. My group number fives, please, Spirit, what is this reading going to be about? What is this reading going to be about? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, shit. Oh, that's the second time he comes out. That is funny. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Wands. So someone taking action. This could be a person or this could be you. I am feeling if it's a person, there could be incoming communication or something that's moving steadily towards you, possibly at kind of a fast pace. So it almost feels like it's almost here. This is someone who could own their own business. They could be a parent. There's someone who is probably financially stable, or they could just be an earth sign. This is someone who's pretty loyal, pretty committed, but they're also, I'm getting the vibe that they move kind of slowly when it comes to certain things. They might take fast action when they are decided and when they are ready, but it might take them a little while to be ready. This is also someone who takes their commitments seriously. So I feel like even if it's hard for them to commit, once they commit, they're pretty locked in. All right, let's see what else. Someone here could like the color red. This is very interesting. Someone could like sports. I literally never pick up on this, but I mean, someone's sport team could be red and black, red, black, and white. All right, let's begin. Let's see. More was coming through, but we'll leave it at that. All right, what did I say we're on? Number 5. Whoa, okay. Group number 5. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. What is currently going on with my group number 5s? What do they need to know about their situation? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s. What do they need to know about their current situation and current circumstances? What's going on? Messages for my group number 5s. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s, please. What do they need to know about their current situation? What do they need to know? What do my group number 5s need to know about their current situation? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s. That was the Ten of Swords in reverse, possibly letting something go, getting over some kind of ending or stressful period. Messages for my group number 5s. What do they need to know about their situation? What's going on? All right, so that could be that could have been like a little like heads up, like you're going to be healing, because it feels like you guys are carrying. So this group, you're going to know it's you or someone you're dealing with, because they are carrying a lot of burden, a lot of stress, And with it comes a lot of confusion. This is someone who's having a hard time sleeping, or someone who's having like dreams, but it's affecting their sleep. Someone is very concerned over someone not speaking to them. So flip the roles if you need to. Someone here is very unsure and they're carrying some kind of burden, and it involves silence. It also involved some kind of ending. I'm getting Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Messages for my group number 5s, please. What do they need to know? What's going on in their situation? So there needed to be some kind of ending here. Some kind of transition needed to happen in order to shift the perspective, in order to realize our magic. Our candle just went out. Someone's manifesting. You know how we feel about candles around here, friends. Luckily, there's a never-ending supply right off camera. You guys, I'm a mom. I stay prepared. At least I try. I'm the type that you go out with me and, it starts to rain and I have a little poncho for you. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but you'd be surprised at how I got your back with certain things. Listen, someone here is realizing something, or they're changing their mind. Maybe they're getting clear. Maybe this is what's meant to be happening right now. Because I do see that someone is like fantasizing or really in their head over someone not talking to them. Or maybe this is you're not talking to anyone and all these ideas and thoughts are just going in circles. But we'll see what this is talking about. Why the 9 of Swords, please? All right, what's going on with my group? Oh my goodness. Let me hold on a second. What's going on with my group number 5s, please? What's going on with them? What do they need to know about their situation? Why the 9 of Swords? The Emperor in reverse. Why the 7 of Cups? Why the 10 of Wands? So someone here didn't get what they wanted and they're not walking away or returning back to it is like too big of a burden. And someone is really in their head or feeling stuck over the not talking part. Now, this Emperor is the cause of stress, but the Emperor is also a stress. He is the problem, and he is the problem to himself. They don't know what to think. They don't know what is happening. They don't know. They're what in the you too? How can I live without you? What? That's not for everybody. That is not for everybody. That's for somebody, though. Someone here doesn't know what to make of things. And they're trying to understand over why they didn't get what they wanted or what happened, or I don't know. Someone here is very in the dark over what the situation is with you, or what if it's not you and another person, it's like you're feeling this way about your career or your life. Like I don't know. I hate to use the word spiral, but it almost feels like we don't know how to take control, or we feel stuck in the current circumstances. So that could be true if it's just you and in your own life circumstances, or if this is you and someone else. If it's you and someone else, they're in their head. They're definitely in their head. They're not making a move. They're kind of frozen. And their ego is also taking over. They're being stubborn as well. And they feel stuck. They're realizing something, or someone is realizing something now. So this transition or whatever happened here, it's meant to bring an ending to some kind of cycle, and it's meant to start a new one. And this new cycle, we're meant to be motivated and inspired, but at the same time, we're meant to do different, because it could have been inconsistent before, especially if you were dealing with someone else or if you weren't really committing to a change. All right, why the Hangman in reverse? So someone here, it's like they're meant to view an ending to cycles and chapters in their life, or they're meant to view them differently or have a different perspective on them or change their mind about them. This is meant to change someone's point of view, whatever's happening here. And until that happens, it's like they don't know how to move forward. There's also like a feeling here that you're really upset or you're mad or you're frustrated, and that caught them off guard. If you're dealing with someone else, if you're dealing with a person. Why the Magician? Why the Magician for my group number 5s? Someone here, it's almost like they're trying to create change by just thinking about it. And there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of suppression as well. So if this is about a person, it's like they could be trying to manifest you in by like thinking about you, or trying to almost like call you in to maybe be the one that maybe reaches out or shows some kind of sign. There is some kind of fear here over your reaction or how you're perceiving things or how you're doing, or that you're upset or frustrated. And they don't really know how to approach that. But it is some kind of burden here that I don't know if either of you is walking away from, or if anything's really being done about it, regardless if it has to deal with someone else or not. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. So even though they're fearful, someone is slowly making progress or slowly returning back. There does seem to be, I keep seeing indicators of rest or break, or we're not talking. Why the Death card with the Knight of Wands, please? Messages for my group number 5s. What do they need to know about their situation? Yeah, something needed to change in order, because it almost seems like the opportunity that existed, it just wasn't good enough, or nothing was coming of it. It's like we were too inconsistent, or it was like barely enough. It could have been like breadcrumby, and someone needed to create some kind of change. And in doing so, you like raised the standard, or you like you elevated someone. Someone brought an ending in order to elevate things. Now, this is also showing like commitment as well. So I kind of feel like you committed to this change, or you committed to this ending, even if it was kind of like a difficult decision or something that you didn't really want to do. I feel like you did it. And even if things aren't clear now, I almost feel like you and this person could be mirroring each other. And that's why it's almost like hard to tell what's going on. All right, let's see. One more on that Seven of Cups, please. Messages for my group number 5s. Lovers in reverse. Someone doesn't know why something happened. It's like someone, wants to look very successful, but the truth is they're very confused and they're in their head over this. They may look like they have it all, but there's a lot of confusion that comes with this. If this is a person you're dealing with, they feel you're moving forward, moving on. They might think that you have someone else, or someone's romantically interested in you, or you got another offer, something like that. They're feeling very confused though over something. Oh, my group number 5s. Let's get some advice for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s, please. Can we get some advice, please? Thank you, Spirit. What else do they need to know? Can we get some advice? Messages for my group number 5s. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice? Advice for my group number 5s. What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Get some advice for them. Advice for my group number 5s. Advice. Advice for my group number 5s. Thank you, Spirit. Advice. Advice for my group number 5s. What else do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some advice? All right. So if this is about a person, it's like they have a lot to kind of sort through. This person is also like very lusty, or it's like they go after things from this like lower vibration place. I mean, look, they're showing up as the King of Wands and the Devil, and it's like things aren't reciprocated. This person has a lot to figure out. This could be someone you walked away from Or this could be, your own self-sabotaging, how you do have these passions and these drives, but maybe you're channeling them into things that aren't really feeling good or leading to growth. Now, even if this is you or another person, that still kind of stands true that someone here, what they're putting their efforts into and what they're doing, it's not anything that feels good or it's not anything that's giving back to them. It's almost just self sabotaging. Someone here feels like maybe there's an addiction or there's a karmic situation or something toxic that they need to break away from. Why the Justice card? What's the advice? What do my group number fives need to know? What's their advice? Why the Justice card? We have heavy Capricorn. This is meant to bring things into perspective for you, to kind of see what's balanced, what's right. If ever there was a time when this was off balance and you were on the like short end of things, or it was meant for you to kind of realize that. Someone here needs to bring an ending and move on from something that's done. It's like it doesn't feel good anymore. The heart is closed off. There is no new beginning here. But this person, they're ignoring the fact that they can have a new beginning. They're too wrapped up in their ego as well. That's also part of the self sabotaging. And this energy keeps them from being enough or doing enough or being able to give enough. This person also could like ghost or rejects, I'm getting like ghosts or rejects love or emotion. They also are afraid to start, like have new beginnings, but it's like they're flaky. And it's interesting because they are not showing up like that in other areas of their life. But when it comes to whatever this is, it feels like they don't have it in them yet. Like they haven't realized this yet, that they can kind of turn over a new leaf. They're holding on to something, or someone is holding on to some kind of karmic or toxic energy. There is Capricorn coming through. Did you guys have the King of Wands or the King of Pentacles? You have the King of Pentacles. So yeah, Capricorn energy coming through. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Someone could be giving in to their desires, or like band-aid what feels good right now, and it's keeping them from having more, having enough. So it could be hard to satisfy this person or be satisfied because it's not coming from a good place. It's coming from they're holding on to something. They also stay very closed off and it's hard to open up to new things. Why the Six of Pentacles? So someone here could like waste time, energy, or money, or just be giving to things that aren't reciprocated. And it's like it keeps things from being able to progress forward. So it kind of feels like whoever this devil energy is, it's up to them to kind of break out of that cycle. It's their choice to bring an ending to it. But they are a little stubborn. Now, if this is regarding you not talking to them, this feels like they're ignoring the fact that they can do something about it. And they're trying to close themselves off to this. But at the same time, they're keeping themselves left out. And they're very much in their ego, where they are not willing to kind of give in, but at the same time, they're still kind of lingering around. This person's waiting for the right opportunity to approach you, but they have a lot of self-sabotaging things that they need to sort through. Be careful with this person, group number 5. Be careful. King of Wands, the devil. Are you kidding me? Big yikes. All right. Let's get some oracle cards for you guys. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s, please. Messages for my group number 5s. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 5s, please. What do they need to know? Messages about their situation. Sadness, mystery. Oh, all these deeply intuitive cards. Listen, you caught them by surprise. Disruption. Whatever happened, whatever you pulled away or not talking to or just kind of shut down, I don't know. It's like a disruption. Ideation. Someone here is very stuck in their own way of thinking. There's a lot of unknowns here and a lot of suppressed like emotions as well that needs to come through, whether that's with you or a person if you're involved with them. We have creativity and magic. That could be how someone is channeling their energy during this time, or also a nudge for you to lean into your creativity and magic. And we have disruption with ideation. So when something happens and it triggers you, maybe it's meant to kind of get you to see things differently, because there's also something here that's happening that you're meant to kind of see it for what it is, or you're meant to recognize certain things about it. My group number fives. Let's get you guys a couple more messages. Thank you, Spirit. We have number 6, sighs. The situation could make you sigh, or you're watching, yearning perhaps, or wanting. And then we have number 12, young lady. Young lady and sighs. It makes me think of innocence. And then we have number 6, thought. So deep in thought. Some of you guys are thinking a lot about this, or someone's thinking a lot about you. Maybe someone's a little young lady. All right. If someone has a young lady, maybe someone has a 12-year-old or a 6-year-old. I'm seeing 2 6s and a 12. Maybe someone's a parent. All right, my group number 5s, that's what I have for you today. You'll have to let me know how you like this reading, and if you listen to more than 1 or 2 groups, how they resonated. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 6. If you pick the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. It literally feels so weird to say group number 6, but yet here we are, friends. Today we have a reading that's a little bit different than our usual pick a card reading. We have a fortune telling reading, which is a pick your own experience, friends. I am encouraging you to pick 2 or more groups if you feel so inclined. And just let's see how it goes. You'll have to let me know if you listen to more than 1 group and how they resonate. Please keep in mind this is a collective reading on YouTube. So if something is confusing you or triggering you, or you're not vibing with the reading, those are all super solid reasons to click off of it, friends, because it's probably not your story. All right, my group number 6. We are going to be learning together what the topic of your reading is going to be, or we're just going to get a little heads up, a little glimpse into your reading. I do have my little Simpsons donut cards here to do that. And then we will be moving into the tarot, and I got, our oracle cards. So depending on what comes through in your reading, I'll see what we're going to be using today. And let's begin. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today oh shit, that was fast. Wow. The King of Wands, we'll leave him, but we'll see what else comes through. What was I? Oh yeah, thank you, Spirit. Shout out to Spirit. Thank you for allowing me to connect today and allowing me to channel these messages for my group number 6. My group number 6, please, besides this King of Wands that's trying to take over, what are we going to be talking about today? Thank you, Spirit. The Joker, not the Joker. Oh my God, that just made me think of the original Batman with Jack Nicholson, where they're like, I love that Joker in the commercials to the cosmetics. Then we have the 8 of Spades. So the 8 of Swords, someone's feeling in their head or feeling stuck over a new beginning. And it could be this King of Wands. I'm seeing 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Could be closed off. 4 of Wands. 4, 4, 4, and 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, well, what in the twin flame action? Just kidding, but got to throw it out there. Oh my God, love that Joker. Oh, you love that Joker. Someone's got jokes. Who's got jokes? Someone's name starts with a J. Someone could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm getting air and fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Someone's very flirty. Someone likes to make you laugh. Oh, child, listen. Things are going to get easier. Are they? What? Okay. Before I start talking to myself, you guys, listen, the entertainment never stops over here. I've been telling the other groups, I don't use these cards often, but when I do, they suck me in, and they're just regular playing cards. I love them though. Okay. Actually, you know what? I want to keep your cards out. All right. Those were your cards. We're going to, I'll keep them off to the side, but I feel like we might need to reference those guys. All right. My group number 6. Let's get to it. Now that I got caught, I feel like that was surprising. I don't know why. Well, I guess all those energies that came through. Messages for my group number 6, please. Thank you, Spirit. What is going on? What is this situation? And what do my group number 6s need to know about this situation? Thank you, Spirit. What do my group number 6s need to know about this situation? What's going on and what do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do they need to know about their current circumstances and situation? What do they need to know? Messages for my group number 6, please. Messages for my group number 6. I almost said group number 2, so I don't know if some of you listen to group number 2 as well. Oh, my. King of Pentacles. King of Wands. Wait, bitches. Oh, they're playing jokes on us. Oh, I thought that was the King of Pentacles. I saw him somewhere. I was like, oh, my. Okay, well, let's see who this king is. Let's see what this is about. Messages for my group number 6s, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? What's going on here? Oh, someone's trying to work their way up. Oh, my. Okay, so someone's trying to elevate here to be this emperor, but in the process, it's keeping you an empress reversed. So something here, it's like you're being affected by, I don't know. We'll see what you're being affected by. We have Queen of Swords. You're not talking to this person, or you're not, yeah, you're not communicating with them. The Lovers. We have heavy Gemini energy, Aries as well, Libra and Taurus. Earth signs, fire signs, yo mama signs, all the signs. Wheel of Fortune in reversed. There's something repeating here, or there's something that's coming back around for someone to make a decision, and I'm not sure if they are, or I'm not sure what's going on. 8 of Swords. Someone's in their head. You guys had 8 of Swords as well. Yeah, you did. 8 of Spades. Why the King of Pentacles, please? Messages for my group number 6. What's going on? What do they need to know about their situation? Why the King of Pentacles? Someone's focused on their responsibilities, on work, on home. They're walking away. Someone walked away. It could be an earth sign that walked away. 6 of Swords. Yeah, someone's following their passion. Someone's moving on and moving forward. Why the Emperor in reversed? 4 of Swords in reverse. Why the Empress in reversed? Happy Squirrel. The Empress is not happy. So you're not happy about having to walk away. You guys could, okay, if it's another person, you guys could both be kind of moving on or walking away and go and focusing on your passions or what you need to be doing right now. I do feel like this is 2 people that aren't coming to terms or aren't together or aren't seeing eye to eye. Even if this is like a boss or, you know, whoever your counterpart is, it just feels like you're not happy with the situation and they're not at a point where they can make you happy. We have 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You're trying to let go or you're trying to surrender. We have the Tower in reversed with the 2 of Swords. So there's a feeling of stalemate or being unsure what to do. It almost feels like there's a draw, like a match. Like who's going to give in? Who's going to make a move? Because there's an avoidance here, or there's a what do we do now? Why the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? There's a feeling of wanting to come back together or returning to this. But the Empress would need that Emperor to come in correct or to get his shit together or their shit together in order for the Empress to be able to feel safe enough to be happy and get her shit together. Listen, there's a lot of walking away. There's a lot of disengaging, but at the same time, there's a lot of energetic engaging going on. There's also some kind of decision about coming back together or repeating something. What do they need to know? What do my group number 6s need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do they need to know? 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Someone's going back and forth between remaining single and independent. All you women who independent, throw your hands up, you know, type of vibes, but then you kind of put them down because you're like, wait, I don't want to be single. Just kidding, guys. But there is a back and forth energy here. Eight of Wands, wanting things to move forward. Eight of Swords, unsure how. Well, shit. Back and forth, back and forth. What'd I say? I should have said, I said it was like a draw. I should have said ping pong match. What in the Forrest Gump ping pong Bubba Gump shrimp happened, guys? Not in the garlic honey shrimp, not in the coconut shrimp, not in the not in the camarones a la diabla shrimp. Okay, listen. I don't know where that came from. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 6s. Messages for my group. Did I say 6s? Like there's a lot of you? There might be. For my group number 6. Not plural on the group, but plural on the people within the group. All right, can we get some advice? What else do they need to know? Messages for my group number 6. What else do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What else do they need to know? Advice, please. Can we get some advice? And what do they need to know? Advice? What do they need to know? Can we get some advice? Thank you, Spirit. The Hangman and the Death card. So you guys could just be needing to chill out and let this transpire. Let this end. There's almost like nothing to do. Look how it goes 12 and 13. Queen of Cups. It's time to heal your heart. It's time to allow this change to happen in order to kind of be more emotionally fulfilled and not be in the space that you were before. We have 9 of Wands. You've been through a lot. You've been wounded. Someone here is working on making their return back to you. I'm focused on this arrow. This person's been wounded and they're looking back at you. We have Scorpio energy coming through as well as Cancer. We have Aquarius energy joining the chat. Messages for my group number 6. What do they need to know? Can we get some advice? Oh, someone's keeping an eye on you. This could be an Aquarius with a Scorpio placement, or yeah, they could also have fire. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an air, fire, water person. Someone here has you in their sights, even though they seem to be looking the other way. It's almost like they don't want you to see them, or you're not looking at them. They're trying to heal, or they're trying to kind of ground themselves. Why the Hangman? Why the Death card? Someone here could be releasing a Pisces, or someone here is struggling following their intuition. And until then, all you can do is go with the flow. Allow things to progress naturally. It may not be up to you what the next step is or the next move is. And if it is up to you, then the path will be it'll be clear to you, or you'll know when you're at the point of ready to make a decision. Someone here is not ready to make a move yet, but they're about to, or they're getting ready to. Someone here is trying to decide how to bring an ending to something, to this current cycle or this current chapter. Why the Queen of Cups? Page of Cups. Someone could be apologizing to you or making some kind of offer. This could be what they're kind of figuring out how to do or when to move in your direction. Again, this is kind of someone that's a slow mover. By the 9 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Lovers. Someone here has been denying themselves the opportunity or hasn't been able to take it, or I don't know, there's something here that keeps them looking back. And they're making a decision over what to do about that. Ultimately, it feels like there's some kind of choice about coming back together, about reuniting, or who we let into our life. Even though we've been wounded. Why the Star in reverse? This is what someone's healing about. Someone might be struggling with their mental health. and getting over like either a depressive episode. If it's not that, it's missing you or feeling lonely or feeling left out. It could be the Aquarius with that star card. Someone's healing from that. Why the King of Cups? Oh, this person, they're going to take action. They're someone that takes a long time to decide, though. That Two of Swords, they think that's why it feels like air, water, air and water and fire. What else, please? They're ultimately going to decide to go for their wishes, but it's really hard for them because they feel trapped in a situation involving other people, or other people are involved. And when that happens, they go back and forth. So for you, I'm kind of feeling like all you can do is just sit back. Any action that needs to happen, I don't think it's going to come from you at this moment in time. Anything else, please? Messages for my group number 6. Any advice? Anything else? We have 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords in reverse. So letting go of control. Someone here is like overburdened by drama or conflict, or they have a lot going on. And your advice is to just kind of surrender to this and let it go. Focus on your healing. And someone here feels a lot of pressure. Someone here is sad. They feel like they're missing out from your life or from something that's going on, but at the same time, they're avoiding the work. It's like they're just sitting in this energy, but it's forcing them to heal. If not, nothing changes. So that's not up to you. That's up to the other person. Yeah, it's not up to you to heal this person. Well, my group number 6. Let's get some oracle cards. Since I kind of feel like that was more about love, we'll use these. What are they called? Island time. How do I forget that? It's island time. Like, how the hell do I forget that? It almost feels like they should be scented like, I don't know if anyone's been to Margaritaville, like especially in Vegas. The air just smells like fucking margarita fragrance. It feels like that's what should be on these cards. They should be they should smell like coconut, pina coladas, or margaritas. Messages for my group number 6, please. All right. We have Heart with a Key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart. Someone here might be struggling with that. Releasing something from the past is kind of what it feels like, or being able to kind of open up emotionally. Again, it doesn't look like it's work that you need to do. It feels like it's on the other side. We have passion, so lots of chemistry, lots of instant attraction. We have photograph. This person could look at pictures of you or be reminiscing or thinking back. Also missing you. We have the snake. We have competition, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So there could be a past relationship or past situation that's keeping this person having to look back. It was feeling like they're having a hard time kind of separating. It could be a karmic relationship. If that is the case and you already know, then just know that that's a very big struggle for them to break free from, but that's not your fucking circus, friends. Then we have coffee cup, meeting up, conversing, savoring the moment. This makes me feel like maybe you guys will be meeting up. Maybe you'll be having a heart-to-heart conversation with this person, if that's even a possibility. It's almost like a part of them, like maybe you guys are just friends, but there's like a lot more behind it. I don't know if you could just be friends with them. I don't know. All these questions, right? Maybe that's what you're asking yourselves too. All right, we have marriage. So number 1, marriage. So we're going to put that with karmic because I do feel like they might be tied to something. We have another number 1, the conversation. You guys, there is a conversation that I feel is going to be coming up. We have number 12, or maybe you guys had a conversation. Married woman, someone here is not available or is having a hard time getting over a past relationship. Even if they're not still in love, that doesn't mean that they're healed, or it doesn't mean that they're not fucking triggered at every corner when it comes to the possibility of a new relationship. We never know. All right, we have another number 12. So we have 2 number 1s and 2 number 12. So this makes me think of, did I start with saying the twin flame? I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't know, but maybe that's for someone. But there is a lot of synchronicities here in your reading. So we have two number 12s. The first one is married woman, and the other one is the enemy unknown. So this makes me think of the other woman. So maybe there's a third party situation here. Then we have nine, happiness. That makes me think of nine of cups. But this person is afraid to follow their happiness. They might also drink. Maybe that's when you guys will be having a conversation. Then we have number 6, money. Someone that is worried about money or working on their money or very serious about it. All right, my group number 6. That's what I have for you today. You'll have to let me know how you like this reading. You'll have to let me know if it resonated and if you listen to other groups, whatever it is, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys.